Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm so nervous. I'm nervous. I missed everyone. Oh my God. I feel so shy now. All right. Hello, Insannies. Welcome to the comeback episode of Meanspiration. It is me. I am still the queen of receiving pictures of your peen, though they've slowed down a little bit in quarantine. Maybe I'm the queen of quarantine. I got Anthony here.
Hello.
He's in a full bodysuit. He's in a bubble. He's in a sumo wrestling suit. And he's covered, and thank God. But we're breaking the core a little bit for this because I missed him. I need him. I can't do it without him. You'd think I could do it without him, and I can't. You'd think he's useless. He's not. Anthony, I missed you.
I missed you too.
Were you touched when I told you I missed you?
Yeah, you touched me when you said it.
I didn't touch him. I didn't touch him. I don't fucking touch people in quarantine. All right? I think there's so much going on. My perverted landlord was kicked out. They sold the building. I'm no longer getting evicted. My friend is a lawyer and helped me. And we got the lease figured out, not getting evicted. New owners, they kicked out the perverted building manager. So exciting.
That is exciting.
Whose underwear will he sniff? Whose feet will he look at? Who will he tell he's masturbating on his birthday? Did I tell you guys that story? I said, what are you doing for your birthday? He said, masturbating. I clapped in his face. I went, ew, he's so old. He's got pock marks and there's this stringy hair and cancer. Honestly, I was being nice to him. I told you this last time. I was being nice to him because I thought he was dying of cancer. And then I found out he just had a bad back. Bad backs do not get you attention from me, okay? Bad back, nobody gives a shit. You can get in a fucking wheelchair. If you're dying of cancer, I'll forgive you for molesting me. Anyway, he's gone. He's gone. It feels good. I feel like I can swim again in the pool. I don't know if you're allowed to swim with Corona, but the pool, my apartment building is like, it's like Melrose Place. So it's literally just, there's just like, I like to think of it it's either like Melrose Place with the pool in the middle, or it's like an arena where I go swimming and everyone just sits around and watches and yells stuff. I just assume. There's one guy, I got my peeping Tom, who just blatantly looks into he was just outside my door the other day. I'm like, can you just scurry along? There's big windows. I don't know, guys. Who am I to turn away male attention? The male gaze? Not at this point. Have you been paying attention to the news a lot, Anthony? Or have you been?
Not at all. Not even a little bit.
I know, it's like,
The best thing you can do is watch the news.
well, they're giving no information but all day. So it's a lot. I got to change my news app on my phone because in the morning when my alarm goes off and I go to turn it off, I see my news real quick. I try not to look at it and I see it. And the other day I saw, it's so fucked up. Hold on. This was the news I woke up. It was like literally I was in a dream. I was like, oh, I'm floating in a dream. And then I wake up and I'm like, oh, today's going to be a good day. I'm going to do a meditation class. This will be great. The buzzer goes off. Beep, beep, beep. You know, I'm rolling around in my dream. I'm fucking banging Ray Donovan. He's fucking fixing my problems. You know what I mean? Fixing my problems. He's a fixer. I'm banging him. I'm enjoying Liev. Schreiber. We're just going at it, 69ing, all that good stuff, coming everywhere. And then beep, beep, beep. I'm woken up. This is the headline. Wait, that's the wrong one. Hold on. Ali Wong's feet. I had to pixelate her feet. I was horrified when I saw that she had exposed her feet. Guys, it's weird that I can't find it. Anyway, it said, pigs are being aborted. It said pigs are being aborted at a rapid pace and the meat industry is fucked. Why I would need to know about pig abortions, How dare you wake me with the headline, pigs are being aborted. I don't have time to think about pigs. Pigs are being aborted? That seems like the best case scenario from the only better scenario for a pig than being aborted before it can be fed and tortured and poked until it's delicious bacon that I'm eating every day because I fucking refuse to let Corona keep me from bacon. The only thing that better life for it would be if it could live with George Clooney. Do you remember when George Clooney had a pet pig that he eventually, I think, gave away? The pet pigs are hideous. They get older. We had a pig at our camp and it was fucking disgusting. Like you see a little piglet, Charlotte's Web, you're like, oh my God, that pig's so cute. It's pink. They grow, they get like sunburned and scaly and they have these like spiky hairs and stuff. And I know they're smart, but we got to train them to open their cages and run out. I guess we should teach them to miscarry themselves or something. But a pig abortion. And then I got to thinking about it. I was like, why do I need to know about this? Now I'm imagining the pig crying, you know, Mr. and Mrs. Pig going to the Planned Parenthood, sitting crying. He's consoling her. I wonder what's going on for abortions in quarantine. Do you think they're up?
No. They're probably not happening as much.
Do you think people are like, I guess I could have a kid now?
Abortion clinics even open?
I think they have to be. Is abortion essential?
I don't know.
Because people are fucking, okay? So people have to be getting knocked up.
It'd be funny if they were closed and then it just forced everyone to have the kid.
Have their fucking Corona baby. It comes out all deformed because you had Corona. Comes out shaped like a bat. It comes out with like webbed armpits, like a fucking bat. Yeah, I don't know. But I was just thinking about it. I was thinking about because I'm getting to the age where I'm going to have to be like more serious about birth control because if I were to get knocked up, you can't, it's kind of embarrassing to get an abortion when you have like crow's feet. Do you know what I mean? You like show up all like wrinkly, like, meh. I've got like dentures in. I'm like, like it's a miracle baby at this age.
Yeah.
So it's like, come on. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's a good time to go. You can have your mask. You can keep it hidden. People won't notice. I'm wearing this outfit. I still have the tags on because this was my Spade outfit. I was supposed to wear it. I was going to be on David Spade's show the Monday that was the first day they stopped shooting the show. And I got in my outfit. And you guys know what I like to do. You know my game. Return it or earn it. Is this, I wear it. I test drive it. I see, did I earn this outfit? Or should I return this outfit? So, you know, I got excited. You know, sometimes I have the panic right before the show airs. You know, I get the date a couple weeks ahead of time for Spade. And I go, oh, what am I going to wear? I got to wear something cute. And I'll go shopping, usually the day before. And then it's harder because you're panicked. You don't know. It's a harder time slot. But this time I was like, you know what? I'm going to go early. I'm going to go. It was like, I was like, you know, looking at the news. It was like nothing. It was like Hailey Bieber and Justin Bieber, like, went out to the store or something. You know, nothing was happening. It was a hustle and bustle was still going on. We didn't know. I went to the mall, tons of people there. I went shopping. You know, I heard a faint, distant thing about this thing in China, this flu. I figured that's nothing. I'm going to go get this outfit. Why should I bother? Chinese people are dying. Who gives a shit? I got to get my outfit for Spade. Did they make the clothes yet? They already made them, so we're good. So I go to the store. I buy my outfit. It's pretty cool. It's like a one piece. I got this one piece. I don't know how to explain it. It's like a one piece yoga outfit, but I was like, ooh, that'll be cute. And then I'll get this cool jean jacket. I'll put it over it. And then I'll get these like cool, like animal print, kind of white trashy Jordans. That'll be so cool. And then I'll return it the next day. Or I made, you know, $700 or whatever on Spade. So that'll go towards the outfit. Now what happened? The Chinese thing was bigger than we thought. It was a big deal. And then come the next couple of days, I start going, shit, this is bad. And then I'm going to the stores. The stores are no longer accepting returns. I go, oh, that's not good. But at least I'll wear it on Spade my next appearance. Then I get the email. Lights out on Lights Out with David Spade. Isn't it funny when shows give you the way. They name themselves the headline of when they get canceled or taken off, and no clue, because he just was thinking, oh, it's lights out. You're going to sleep. You put your lights out. He didn't realize it would be like the perfect headline, lights out on Lights Out. But so no more Spade Show, even though he's doing Live from the Bunker, which is actually hilarious. I don't know. The guy is fucking thriving. He gets canceled. He does better. But anyway, so now I can't wear it on Spade, and now I guess I got to wear it on the podcast I have no sponsors for and make no money for. This is what I should wear my expensive clothes on Patreon. Only my patrons get to see my expensive clothes. But anyway, I feel like a fool. The Nikes are the one that feels stupid, the most stupid. The Jordans, because it was like, what am I gonna? I got no stage to wear them on. What was I doing anyway? Trying to show off my Jordans. You know I don't have Jordan money. I'm so hood rich, man. I'm always like, I get Jordans and then I go get crab legs. That's where my checks go. I'm going to get my stimulus check. When I get my stimulus check, I'm going to buy a bunch of MAGA hats, a bunch of plastic straws. What could I get? Something good for the world. What would you get, Anthony?
I don't know. Fleshlights?
Just a bunch of pocket pussies?
Yeah.
You know, they said they're not essential. Did you see that guy? Well, there was a man protesting, screaming at a podium somewhere. I don't know where it was. This was like a couple weeks ago, but he works for Amazon. He's like, stop ordering, only order essentials. This is ridiculous. We're putting our lives in danger. Like, dildos are not essential. And I was like, laughing so hard. It's so funny to say dildos aren't essential, because I was like, yeah, they're not. Who are these people? Fucking straddle a faucet. What's wrong with you? Figure it out. Use the bottom of a broom or the top of a broom. Do not use the bottom of a broom. Oh my God, please do not use. That'll be a new strand of the COVID. Do not broom your pussies, please God. Oh, that would hurt. You comb your pubes out, because we know you got pubes now, everybody. You can't get those razor blade replacements anymore. But then I lost my vibrator. I don't know how I do these things. I do in the morning. I watched a thing. This is embarrassing. I'm admitting something embarrassing here. Okay, I'm confessing. I watched a video on like mornings of successful people, and they said one of the things that successful people do in the morning, which is actually pathetic that I did that, but whatever. One of the things they do is they clean up from the night before, which I disagree. I think if you're a successful person, you probably you clean as you go. I know a cluttered bed is a cluttered head. What do people say? Have you heard that?
No.
You don't read self-help books. I love a good self-helper. I love a good self-help book. I'm in the middle of reading The Power of Focus, and I completely lost focus. I stopped reading. I was like, I'm going to read a chapter every day. 2 days. The book, I don't even know where the book is. It's probably with my fucking vibrator. What? Is the power? Oh my God, it's right here. You guys, The Power of Focus. I stole all these. My dad loves self-help books. So when I was back in Philly, I stole all his self-help books. That's where I've been talking about how I was reading the, I got to stop smoking weed again. Guys, I'm back. Oh, there's my clinker for my fans. My girls like when my earrings clink. The Denial of Death. The Ernest Becker book I stole from my dad's office too, but I stole this, which actually when you look at it, it's from the people from The Secret, so you know it's really trash. And I think my parents might have even gone to like a money-making workshop to get this. My parents always go to workshops. They went to a workshop on ADD once, and they called me crying laughing because they said that the organizers didn't bring enough chairs for people, and they forgot the pamphlet, and it started like 45 minutes late because everyone involved had ADD. They said they were just laughing so hard. But anyway, as you can see, I got to the 77th page, which is the most I've read in my entire life. This is the time. I'm like, I'm going to learn to read. This is it. I got this book. On my Patreon, I think I'm going to do, we can do some Learn to Read with Annie. I got this book called A Cowboy to Remember by Rebecca Weatherspoon. Okay, it's a series called Cowboys of California. And if you can see that, okay, 15% off. Okay, I got it to read because I wanted to see. It's a romance novel, and my mom used to write. She wrote a couple romance novels that were never published, so they kind of were just like grossly her like sex fantasies put in a notebook that It was like her journal got self-published. Anyway, pretty gross. But she used to have all these romance novels around to do research. It's weird you need your back massager with you while you do your research, Mom. But I used to take them with my friends, and I was really good at finding the sex spots. Like I could just like, my eyes found throbbing member. So I want to see if I can still do that. Hold on. No. I may have lost my touch. They should have in here where the sex scenes are, because they do get you a little horny when you read them. But I'll be reading them. Maybe I'll just read sex scenes from, not that I'm like a sex comic, okay? That's not what I do. I'm not one of those female comedians. I want to do a new show, Anthony. It's a spinoff of The Masked Singer, and it's called The Masked Naked Female Comedian Who has gone to sex work immediately during the fucking pandemic. I mean, the legs, they spread so fast. It's like, ladies, wait a second. This could have been a week. I was like, it's day 2 and you're already on OnlyFans. This is wild. And I know I'm happy for you guys. You get to see their fucking pussies, but whoo. And we put a surgical mask over their face, and then you have to guess from their pussies which comedian they are. It's just weird. Anthony, you joined an OnlyFans. Mm-hmm. It's just weird to go like,
mic, so it's weird, but
oh, why don't you need a mic? We don't have another one?
I forgot to bring that one.
Oh, Anthony forgot to bring something. Anthony always forgets things, doesn't he? Like blurring out genitals. You do? Slave has spoken. I have a slave. Listen, desperate times call for slaves. I'm not being mean enough to him, though. He's enjoying his stay, which I don't like. Who wants a willing slave, you know? He's Asian, too. He's good at sewing. Sewing and pedicures. He gets paid in giving me pedicures. I want to find a sex scene here. As they look around, I'll keep looking. It's just funny that dicks are just everywhere. Like there's dicks all over the internet. And the minute that you get stuck in something like this where you're forced to slow down and really see what's happening in the world with no distractions, there's just dicks everywhere. People are trying to pay for you to see their dick. It's just, I want to set up a service where instead of OnlyFans, it's like you guys pay me to look at your dicks. You pay me $20 to check your dicks out. What do you think? Should we put up a tier on my Patreon where I will look through your dicks and I'll tell you if they make me horny or not? I promise they don't. I've been getting a lot of guys asking permission to send me dick pics, which is like, I guess it's like the new gentleman in these times. Like that is really sweet. I go like, wow, my bar is so low that I'm like, that is precious. Thank you.
Check.
Can you hear yourself? Check. He's checking with himself. That's so pathetic.
Oh, yeah, I gotta make sure it's plugged in right.
Oh my God, that's so embarrassing to check to your own self.
Yeah, I'm making sure it's working.
I know, but
I think it is.
Is it?
Oh wait, yeah, it is.
Can you guys hear Anthony? Blink twice if you can. Oh my God, I missed doing the podcast. Sorry guys, I just, I was busy. I'm an essential worker as a comedian because laughter is the best medicine. So I've been busy. I've been going out to the hospitals, and I've been sneaking into the ICU to the COVID patients, and I've been telling them all my jokes. And let me tell you, I think it's saving lives. They immediately take their respirators off and they just give them to another person. They donate them and they just let themselves die in peace listening to my squirt jokes. Every time I hear a dog bark, I squirt. They just tear the respirators off and they take their last breaths. So I'm going to start wearing scrubs because I'm a hero. I mean, I maybe this isn't even a sex book. Good morning, baby. Ooh, they're in bed. Cooking eggs. Reading glasses. What is this? All right, guys. Now, this book, A Cowboy to Remember. She does acknowledgements in the front. I would like to thank the following Black women. Now, when I first saw this, I didn't actually see this is a light-skinned black guy. The thing is covering his face. I thought that was a white man. I thought this was a white person. I thought it was a white woman writing a story about white people. And then in the acknowledgement, she's like, I want to just tell black women.
What's funny is it looks, to the audience right now, it looks like you have a cowboy fetish.
Why? Well, I don't. What are cowboys? They gather cows? They herd cows? Are they milkers?
Apparently they're dudes that just don't wear shirts.
Are they? Yeah, because are they hot?
And big belt buckles. I mean, look behind you.
There was a guy. Oh my God, you're right. I get what you're saying. Oh my God, I didn't even know I had this fetish. There was a guy, I hooked up with this cowboy years ago, Cowboy Carl. I met him he worked at Home Depot. You know, I'm realizing, I always thought I was doing a bit that I was white trash. And I realized more and more that I'm white trash. Like, yes, we know that I'm half white trash because my mom came from a very nice, wealthy, like the Kennedys. She's related to the fucking ambassador to India who used to be friends with the Kennedy. Like I've met Kennedy. I met Ted Kennedy before he died because of my mom's side. And then my dad popped out of a tuna can. Like his mom had like one of those jazzies and a gun and like a fifth of fucking whiskey and was like drunk driving her little jazzy around and like threatening to kill people. I mean, it's the differences, but I realized it is who I am. As a joke, I played this, but it's all of the things, all of the clues lead to that I am actual white trash. I was even thinking the other day, I was like, damn, what I wish I had the most right now was a trailer. I wish I had a
Why,
fucking...
so you just drive around?
Well, yeah, I would love to have like a RV. Wouldn't that be great? And then I was like, people that live in trailers kind of have it made. They're smart.
They don't have a lot of room.
They don't have a lot of room. Who needs room when you have the road? You have the open road. They stay in the trailer. It's like, put some wheels on that bitch. Why do they take the wheels off? Once you take the wheels off, it's white trash. Once you put the wheels on, you fucking have the world in your hands, in the palm of your hands. You're the king of the road. I'm taking my house on the road with me. Come on. It doesn't get better than that. Because I was thinking, I've lived in my car and I've lived in shitty apartments. Eventually the twine shall meet.
It's funny to imagine you just in an RV, just driving around.
I would love that. I was saying on my Patreon, like if I end up getting enough money at some point to get an RV, like I'll come visit. Like we'll just do a tour. We'll just do a tour. Stand-up's dead. I may as well come to your houses and entertain you one-on-one if the price is right. That sounds so prostitute-y. Everything sounds so, and then also what my job is sounds fucking insane. Just taking a step back and being like, this has been my job. That's so hilarious. Being a comedian.
You're a jester.
I'm a clown. Okay. And you forget. No, it's fun. You know, I'm a fumbling fool and you all laugh at me and that's like how it should be. But now we're like, also like, we're cool. And now it's like, all right, we're going too far. I was talking to my neighbor when this first happened and she goes, are you okay? Are you able to work? And I go, no, I can't work. I was like, I'll figure money out. It'll be fine. Like, I'm not too worried about that. It's just like, I just miss. And I went, and I'm sure she has I don't know what she does for a living, but I'm sure she has a real job. I go, I just miss performing in front of audiences. And I started laughing at myself. Like that's so, and then she goes, well, why don't you we'll all come to the pool. You can just perform at the pool to all of us. And I was like, ew, no. And then I'm like, but that is what I do. I may as well be performing at a pool.
It'd be funny for you to charge people.
Yeah, I should charge them. You got to pay me $5.
Go door to door right now and just go collect $5.
Collect $5. I'd make $15. They evicted half I can't believe I was one of the people that made it. They evicted so many people.
That is shocking. You must have a good lawyer.
Thank God I have friends with good jobs. I mean, I have friends with real jobs. I don't know what they're doing. I have therapist friends that just like, I owe them millions of dollars at this point for the stuff they've done for me. Oh my God, she thanked Lizzo.
What?
She thanked Lizzo for the juice. You know what that sounds like? That sounds like someone trying to like get Lizzo to acknowledge them. If you acknowledge, like if you do a shout out to a famous person when you're kind of trying to become like a famous author, don't you think she wants Lizzo to see that and then like 100%. Mention her?
That's probably why she made the main character black.
This could be a white man. This could be the original catfishing. But anyway, I was like, I didn't even realize he was black because he's so light skinned and the thing covers his face. I don't see any black features. This is so funny. Beyonce?
She thinks Beyonce in that.
This is a fucked up person. You can't do that. romance novels. I want to find a sex scene. I'll actually like go look into it. I'll do it on my thing, and maybe we can do some light sex scene readings on the next episode too. I'm doing extra episodes of the podcast for the Patreon, some live streams, and I've been doing a nightly show around 6 or 7 with a couple of my comedian friends on Zoom just for our patrons, and it's been pretty fun. It's cool. We're just trying to figure it out, and then maybe we'll open it to the public and then just give free tickets to the Patreon people. It's fun. I don't know how the fuck it works, and it's just fun. It does feel fun to like make stuff special for people. But I released my David Spade rejected sketch. I made a sketch that introduces my slave character that I now have in my life. I have a couple new characters. Okay. I want to give you an update on Racist Puppet. He's right here. He's not well. I've let him stay. He hasn't given me the Roni yet, but he's not doing good. He hasn't been talking much. Honestly, I'm not sure he's living. I can't feel his breath. But I do have a guy who's going to teach me how to do ventriloquism. He's going to teach me to be a ventriloquist.
And who is that?
He's a fan. He just DM'd me.
Is he going to do it over Zoom?
I think he's going to do it over Zoom, and I think I should record it for the 100%. Patreon. That's good, right? We'll give little clips on here. I don't want to keep everything behind a paywall because if you guys don't have money or whatever, I don't want you to not.
And I'm not trying to shit on the ventriloquist, but
that'll be hilarious, right?
That will be the funniest thing ever.
So we'll do that. That's pretty cool. I really like, if you guys have anything you want to teach me, I have nothing. I feel like I'm a smart vessel. I don't know if I'm allowed to say I'm smart, but I do think I'm kind of smart, but I'm dumb as far as things, but I have like the ability to learn. I don't know what is going on. Anyway, I'm uneducated. If you have anything you want to educate me on that you think would be good for the podcast, I have my buddy who sent me my guy Orlando who sent me all my paperweight, my Strictly a Paperweight. He was giving me some pointers on these, but he was saying I should learn how to use all the weapons I have. And I think I should. That'd be fun. I have all these weapons, but I'm just going to end up killing myself accidentally. I mean, the nunchucks I've barely used because I just like my teeth. I like them. I don't want to lose them, especially losing your teeth during quarantine. Whew. You just got to be toothless. That's just the new you.
The dentists aren't open?
Maybe they are, but do I want to go to the dentist? All right. And then she tried to leave. She tried to escape this bitch. This is Judy. Now, I wanted to put Judy in one of my pieces of merch so you guys could see what a fan she is of mine. But I can't find my merch. I have no clue where it is. But you can order it, Annie Letter merch on my website. I'm going to work on some better merch, though, but this is Little Esther's merch. But this is Judy. Well, she can't. She's bound and gagged here. But so Judy is actually an old friend. She's a new version of her. But in college, she was my roommate. I had my brother Anthony's looking at me like I'm fucking crazy.
I'm trying to figure out why the sex doll has no holes in it.
She's holeless. Judy, the holeless wonder. Now, the reason I got her was when I was 17, I had a boyfriend. My first boyfriend broke my heart and cheated on me with my best friend, and like all this shit went down, and I was all upset about it. And so for my 17th birthday, I woke up. My parents let us party and stuff, so I was so hungover, and I woke up in my bed, and my brother threw something at me. He opened the door and threw something. He goes, "Here you go, bitch," and threw something at me. My twin brother, I wake up later, has thrown a naked blow-up doll, this exact blow-up doll, Judy, completely naked, with a note on it that says, "Here, now you have a best friend that can't fuck any of your boyfriends," because she has no holes, which was like the greatest present I ever got. I love a good present that's like, it's funny, I can use it for other things. It seconds as a friend when you're lonely. It is a good joke. It reminds me of a shitty thing that happened to me, but it's like bringing light to it. Anyway, we hope that girl is not well that fucked my boyfriend. She was not a good friend. Bad girl. But anyway, so I brought Judy with me to college, and I would dress her up in different outfits and stuff and take her on the quad with me, which I don't know why I thought that was like hilarious. I would do like interviews and stuff with her, take her to class and stuff. I come to find my friends like a couple years later would be like, "We hated you."
For that?
Yeah, they were like, "Why the fuck is
that the
this?"
actual one? It's
It's the same like Judy, but it's not like my Judy popped.
What's the point of that?
What?
What's the like besides the funny like gift? What is
You know, you had to have a doll. Why would you want a doll? If like you don't have to. Everything doesn't have to be fucked, Anthony, and everything can be fucked. You can fuck this doll. You can. There's add-ons. Okay, we can put a strap on it. I'll ride this bitch. You don't have a hole, and I could fuck you. Men are just blow up dolls without a hole. That's all you are. I could put her head in my fucking pussy if I want. I'm trying to monetize on YouTube now. I can't say pussy and stuff, can I?
I don't even think you can say corona, but well.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think you can say it right now.
Anthony, you got some bleeping to do.
I know.
Oh my God. Anthony's just starting now to put the, wow. All curse words and song and things that will keep us from this. Even though I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just trying to figure out how to be a comedian with no stage. And I'm not complaining because I have a blessed job and it's really fun I would like to just entertain you guys. It's fun. It's fun for me. And I'm not worried about, I feel like I was more worried about money before this. And now I just realize I gotta be zen about it. It's all good. I can make money. There's always ways. I've been doing a lot of, fun stuff. But I keep thinking about those pig abortions. Why do I know about that now? Now that's in my head. Think about the little piggies getting aborted.
That's why I don't watch the news. Not that would bother me.
Piggies getting aborted.
But, you know.
Do you think that Christians would be like, if there was an abortion, like a pig abortion clinic, do you think the pro-life Christians would picket that too?
No. A lot of Christians are vegan.
They are vegan?
Nowadays.
Well, then they would picket it. Or no, because because if you abort it, you're kind of saving it from the torture, but the abortion is still killing it.
Mm-hmm. Totally. Makes
Christians, I need my strong Christian following to write in. What do you think? Would you also picket it? I reconnected with a friend from the past. That was cool. I've been doing a lot of things where either people will reach out to me that I haven't thought of in years, or I'll just remember someone that had this huge impact in my life. And I've been FaceTiming with fucking really random people from my past. This guy Lama, who used to be he's from Tibet.
Is he a cowboy?
He's not a cowboy. He was the busser at this restaurant I used to work at. And it was so fun. He's like making masks now in Jersey. Like he has a completely different job. He's like working in a factory where they're making these like crazy masks to protect people from the virus. But he is the fucking man. He's so funny. He used to fuck with me. I used to do bits with the tables. If you don't like waitresses that do bits, you would have hated me. You would have hated me. I always did bits with the tables. Oh God. And then I had a comedy show at the restaurant, but they wouldn't close the restaurant first. They would just we would just start moving people would just be eating dinner. And then all the busters and me would start moving chairs and tables around. And then all of a sudden, like random comedy viewers would come in and everyone would be they just are still eating. And then comics were coming in. It was very new into comedy. So I wasn't getting like that good at names. I think like the best name I got was like, I got some good ones. I don't want to say that's so shitty. Whose name I was about to say because he's actually hilarious. But, it was like, so it would be, I was like giving people shots. So it would be like people just coming in and like trying their best, like 9/11 jokes out. And people are just trying to like be on a date, just ambushing the fuck out of them. It's just horrific. Horrific. I feel so bad for those people. They would get up and leave. Like, what the fuck is this? But anyway, I talked to that busser. It's just like random people. It's really fun. It's like, it's cool to see the people that like had the biggest impact on my life that I laugh the most with that I just like haven't talked to in fucking 11 years because I've been doing comedy. Anyway. I wanted to talk about a couple things I saw. I saw some celebrities saying that they're growing out. Female celebrities are growing out their, Hillary Burton is the one I'm thinking of, growing out their grays. And she said she's growing out her gray hair in solidarity with all of the doctors and nurses who don't have time to get their hair done. What the fuck does that have to do with nurses?
It doesn't help them at all.
What the fuck does a celebrity, she used to be on One Tree Hill. And I like, who knows? I'm sure it's, but my whole point is like, what the fuck does your gray hair? First of all, you're a celebrity. You get paid millions of dollars. I want you looking pretty. I don't want your fucking roots growing out. I'm allowing this world where you make millions of dollars because you're supposed to be an elevated thing. Don't fucking grow your fucking gray hair out. Cover your hair, bitch. Oh my God, my peeping Tom just walked by. He just looks straight in. He waves. He makes eye contact with me. One time I was fully naked and he just looked in my window and just waved to me. I'm like, Jesus Christ. The fuck? Like, you should at least be like pretending you didn't see me. He's just gazing in all the time. Spades canceled. We talked about that. I'm not an essential worker. Oh my God. Anyway, if you've ever seen those comedy shows, you know, it's just terrible. I joined Facebook Messenger, or Kids Messenger, so I can talk to my niece. She makes all these videos and stuff now. I've never felt more like a pedophile in my life. You have to sign up. You have to be under the age of, first of all, 16, which I think if you're 16, I don't want you talking to my fucking 7-year-old niece. Yeah. It should be like 10 and under. When you're 11, you're already on TikTok.
There's a separate Kids Messenger.
There's a Kids Messenger, and I signed on so I can play games with my niece. Oh. And they make you like do the scroll, and I said I was like 7. So if anyone asks, I'm 7 years old. But it's like cute. We just play these stupid little games, and it's really fun. But you have to like request to the parent to talk to them. So my sister-in-law had to let me talk to her and stuff. So it is, but it was like just the act of saying I'm 7 online so I can talk to children. I was like, oh my God, a day in the life of a pedophile. And then I saw my ex-boyfriend and his wife's kid on there. And I was like, wouldn't that be fun? I haven't talked to them in years. I just fucking, all of a sudden they get a friend request. Auntie Annie. What?
You want to Zoom meet?
Zoom meet what?
With those people. With your ex and her.
Should I call them and be like, I saw your kid online. Can I play a game? But just imagine if they haven't talked to me in years.
Mm-hmm. Did it end bad?
No. Like she was like, we always had kind of, she at one point like bashed my head into a wall. Cause I said this was so long. It was when I was a go-go dancer. She banged my head into the wall. Cause I said, we were on an elevator. I said, Mary-Kate Olsen was the skinny one. It was like right when one of them went to like rehab for being anorexic. And it's not like this bitch was anorexic. Okay. That's not a problem she struggled with. But she came over and she went, oh, Annie. And she grabbed my head and I thought I was like, what is she doing? But I thought she was being nice. And then she banged my head into the wall. So weird. So we never were like great friends. She also posted some questionable pictures of me in a blackout and a bikini once where I was like, you hate me that you posted that. You hate me. That was my epic night. That was my most epic drinking night. My ex-boyfriend and his wife came into town. It was right before they were married. I went to their wedding and everything. Like, we are friends, but it's always been weird. It was like, have you ever gotten invited to someone's wedding and then they seem mad that you showed up? It's like, oh my God, did I crash your wedding on invite? Like, did I accidentally, because I said to her, I made a joke. I was like, oh, I should sit at the table with your ex-boyfriend. She goes, he politely declined his invite. I was like, oh my God. I was all excited to go to their wedding. I was like, oh, I didn't know you didn't want me here, bitch. Excuse me. But with that said, a lot of the like weird gripes I have with people, the more this quarantine goes on, the more I'm like, it's so weird to be mad at people.
The invite was almost just to let you know that they're getting married.
I think she liked. Do you ever know those people? And I don't know, I can't be in her head, but do you ever see those girls that like I had like this one girl come after me. She started dating my ex-boyfriend and she came after me about it. I dumped him though. So I was like, what? They need to think that there's some competition to make their boyfriend seem hotter than they are. And if you've dated me, chances are you're not hot. Nobody should date you after me. Chances are. You're disgusting. I've had a couple cuties. But anyway, yeah. So things were a little weird with them, but I like them. I don't have any beef, but I just thought it would be so funny if I haven't talked to them in years and just all of a sudden it's just me trying to talk to their son. Their like 4-year-old son. Isn't that funny? I always want to find at one point I found the teacher that like I took to court and stuff, my predator, my fucking molester teacher. I always wanted to poke him on Facebook. That'd be funny. I feel like that's the only reason you should ever use the poke. Is just be like, boop.
To get the people that molested you back.
Remember when you molested me and then you cut your dreads off? He had dreads and then when I took him to court, he cut the dreads off. So I did God's work. to try to look responsible or whatever. So gross. Anyway, what else do I got for you? I feel like weird about this because I have been, this whole quarantine has been so weird, I think, for everyone, because it's like you have to deal with yourself. I don't know. I guess if you have kids, you don't have to do that. But
Right.
have you been having existential crises at all?
I took a brownie one night and thought I had coronavirus, and then also was like, the edible got so bad that I was just like, what's the point of everything? And then I woke up and I was fine. But
It is weird. It's ups and downs like that.
Yeah, but it's so weird. Yeah. The whole thing has just been like a weird roller coaster. The first 2 weeks, I was just like, is this really happening? Like, we're 2 weeks in.
And then the fact that we
weeks.
don't really know what's going to happen, there's no answers, is so
Right.
weird. So you kind of have to surrender in a way.
Right.
It feels like an ego death. It feels like this really crazy mushroom trip or something where I'm like, I have to face all my shit. Like, I cry half the day. It's so embarrassing to admit that, by the way. Cool people don't cry. But I'm willing to break the fourth wall and let you guys know. I cried. Just kidding. I've cried on this podcast. Fucking goddamn. I'm a girl. We're emotional. I try to say I'm not a girl, but then I weep for no reason. I go, oh no. Oh no. But I'll be fine. And then I just, like, a wind will blow and it'll whisper in my ear, everyone you love is going to die and leave you. Your dad is going to die, bitch. Die. And the truth is, my daddy is going to die and I don't want him to.
From there, right?
Well, I just start crying and then I'm like, because I talk to my dad every day on FaceTime, and I always have. I've always talked to my dad every day on FaceTime. I love him. And we talk openly about the fact that he's like turning 79 and like it's going to happen. And we talk about it all the time, but it's like the fact that I can't hug him and see him and I want to just go see him so bad. It feels like it's like pre-death. Like it's one of the things, you know how like everyone's like, I just wish I could hug them again, or, you know, like, it's like I can't hug my dad. And my dad and mom are being very, very cautious about it, and which is good. But they were saying to me, they're like, no matter what happens, we're quarantining for a year because they're just at risk. They're just older and at risk and they don't want to get it. So that's good. But then I just know I'm not going to see them. And it's like, I just have this dream of getting
it. You can't even go see them right now.
Yeah, I can't. I could drive.
No, there's still flights, right?
Wouldn't want to fly. Right. I want to take this seriously. And, you know, I do. I want to take it seriously. I don't understand this. And I don't think it's a conspiracy. I think it's really making people sick and dying. And I just don't want that to happen. Sorry, conspiracy theorists.
What do you think about the UFOs, Annie?
I was just going to say something about that. I didn't read too much about it. I saw it and I was like, oh, that's so weird. They're just releasing this. And in the middle of this. And I don't know. I guess part of me wants to be like, it's still a hoax. I don't know. I just want to know. I want more information than this is a picture of a UFO. I just want more info.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
But it's cool. That's cool.
It's fucking weird though, right?
Yeah.
It's really weird.
But didn't they release something like that already?
I don't know. Maybe, probably. I don't know. But this is like the first time it's been like, here's what we literally consider a UFO doing crazy shit.
What was it doing? I didn't look into it.
Flying all weird.
Flying all weird is not enough information for me.
It's definitely, it was like it was going like super fast and like doing stuff that nothing we have or anyone has can do.
Oh my God. Basically. What if it's just a Tesla?
And then
and Elon Musk is just fucking with us. Elon
Musk in the new truck.
It's him and whatever Azalea Banks or whatever. Who is the? She said no. Azalea Banks was like at his house. I don't know. And I don't know. They wouldn't let her leave or something. There was something funny like him and his girlfriend or something. But I haven't really looked into the UFO stuff. But part of me was like, oh, I kind of care. And then I was like, why would I not super care about this? This should be something that I'm really excited about.
That's what I'm thinking. It's like, are they just releasing that because they know people aren't going to care about it? And if say it's fake, say they're just doing that to get people's minds off the pandemic thing that's going on, right? Why use a UFO? Like, why not like release like some kind of like 9/11 documentary, or not documentary, but like documents?
Wouldn't that be amazing? Well, they can't show that type of conspiracy stuff now because people think fucking
or like
5G starting. You know what I mean? It's gonna like egg that on.
Right. Or like declassify something about like Osama bin Laden, like something like that. Like why?
Dude, 9/11 was fucking UFOs drove into the fucking planes. I knew it, dude. I knew it was fucking aliens. I fucking knew it. In fact, the Middle East is actually in space, and everything that we see is actually fucking space, guys.
It's actually on Mars.
I talked to Sam Tripoli. He told me that. I got really obsessed with Hollywood pedophiles. I just want to take them out. This is what my day is. This is the roller coaster of my day. I'll watch like John Krasinski's fucking Good News podcast or whatever, his YouTube thing where he's like, it's all good news, like for kids and shit. And then he's just showing like a bald cancer kid. And I'm like, this is bad news still. This is still bad news. That doesn't feel like good news. I'm not crying happy tears. I'm sad. Even like when puppies meet each other and you watch that video, is it happy tears? Or are you crying because you can't pet the puppy? That's been hard for me. I'm a puppy slut. I'm a fucking dog slut. Like I will flirt with your fucking dog. I'll smell your dog's asshole. I don't give a shit. When I see a dog in the street, whew, it's my favorite part of my day. I have been not broken quarantine with dogs once. I haven't pet a dog. But I'll tell you, they better run. When this quarantine's up, those dogs better fucking run. I'm going to pet the shit out of them. They're going to have bald spots. Be fucking bleeding. I'll run the shit out of the fuckers. Oh, they're so cute.
I think now would be the perfect time to get a dog. Are you allowed to have dogs in this building?
I don't know if I'm allowed to have dogs. They're always about to evict me to the point where I just can't even risk it. And I also, if I have to move to another place, don't want to have trouble getting a thing. It's like, I want a dog so bad. I've never wanted a dog more in my life. I have a fucking slave that could walk. You guys, I have a young Asian slave. Okay. He's got good fingers. He used to sew stuff, you know, he used to sew clothing for a living for like 10 cents. And I stole him from that job. He gets paid nothing except giving me pedicures. This is incredible. It's incredible. He's very young. I hope his parents aren't wondering where he is. But he would walk my dog. I have a dog walker, but I still can't get a dog.
You could rescue one. And then
I could foster one. But here's the thing with foster dogs. They're like foster kids. Not to be. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm so starved for comedy that you just saying the slur. He's writing it down because he doesn't want to get himself canceled. That's so funny you said that. I'm starved. I am starved for this because don't you feel like on Zoom and stuff, there's just enough of a lag that you don't get that like in-person boom, surprise, I'm laughing.
Yeah, it's weird. A lot of the podcasts that are on Zoom right now and stuff, like with guests, you know, zooming in, it's just weird. It doesn't hit as hard. It's not
I'll still do it. It was something I wanted to do before this. I wanted to figure out how to do it.
Yeah.
And I'll do it. I want to start getting my friends that I was like kind of embarrassed to ask to come to my apartment to do it now. Where I'm like, do I want them to see how I live? It's both. When I invite people to do this podcast, they see me. They see what I got going on. There's a couple things I wanted to do for Meanspiration. God, I really missed Anthony. And I'm not breaking quarantine other than Anthony. I'm not going to have guests here or anything. I don't want to do that. I really want to be respectful of whatever the fuck's going on here. Even though I'm disrespectful in every other part of my life. I have an unboxing. Okay, my mom sent me a care package. Okay, it may or may not have contained a special homework helping supplement that I would never admit that my mom sends me here because that's not legal or allowed. But that's no longer in here. So if I shake it, you won't hear any jingling of those homework helping things. Okay. So I opened it, but it was just to get that out because I don't want to out my mother as being a full-blown drug dealer. Okay. Also, quarantine has some perks. My mom is beading again. My mom started beading. It's so funny. I love my old lady mom.
What is that?
She just puts strings beads together into necklaces, but she makes some pretty cool ones. But Christmas is going to fucking blow again because my mom notoriously gives the worst Christmas presents, but it's a troll. She thinks it's funny. She thinks it's hilarious, but the beads are weird because she really likes doing it. So you hurt her feelings when you vomit, when she hands it to you and you start puking I thought I would never fucking wear this. So then you got to be like, I love it. Oh my God, like turquoise too? Ah. But it's cute. I'll wear my mom's beads on here. If she sent me a necklace, I'll wear it on here. Because I love my mom. I want to support her. She came onto, I've been doing these like private Zooms for the Patreon people with little Esther and her Patreons and mine and John Campanelli, who has no Patreon patrons or fans. But he's so crazy and it's funny to talk to him. So we've been doing it, and on that my mom came on it and she like popped in and said some shit. It was funny. So we'll be doing more mom content. Anyway, so she sent me this package and she always sends weird shit. All right. Because she had an eBay drop-off store, so she has weird things at her house.
She's like the woman from 40-Year-Old Virgin.
She did it after, she started a eBay drop-off store after 40-Year-Old Virgin came out. And no one in my family consulted me. I was like, I could have told you that that's like a business people are already making fun of. But I don't even think she made that much money. She just broke even. But she did really like doing the research on all the objects, and she liked going to people's houses and help them clean it out. Which my mom is really good at cleaning up your shit, because she's definitely, I have flown the bitch to clean up my apartment before. I'm like, Mom, I need your help. I'm in over my head. I have a picture that I'll post on the Meanspiration Instagram of my mom cleaning. Astroglide had spilled on my floor, and my mom's on the floor cleaning it. It was so funny. Poor woman. Anyway. Okay, here's the packaging. She sent, these have been very helpful. I did go in there and take these. She sent me a bunch of masks. Thank you, Mommy. These are urethra catheter things. Okay, so it's got the tray, the underpad, the vinyl gloves, the lubricating jelly. Call back to my mom cleaning lubricating jelly off my floor. One PVP swab stick, one 14FR red rubber catheter, a 4-ounce specimen container, and a patient tablet. We'll be using these. I'm going to do a sketch about laughter being the best medicine and being a first responder comedian, and that will come in handy. All right, she sent, oh my God, these are cool. Desert Storm Coalition for Peace trading cards from Topps, which means there's fucking really nasty gum that I could break my teeth on. That's cool. Maybe I'll give these to some Patreon people. Yeah, I'll do a thing where I'll give some of this stuff out. Oh my God, these are cool. Desert Storm. What are they of, I wonder? I don't want to open them because I want to give them to you guys, but maybe we'll open those too. It'll be an oh my God. It's a baby rattle. It's a baby rattle. She sent me some clothes. This is ugly. I wore this on either At Midnight or Chelsea lately. Ugly. This is a shirt I wore on my pilot with Kurt Metzger and Monroe Martin that we did for Comedy Central that they didn't pick up, which actually, if I can get a copy of, I should put that on my Patreon if you guys want to see it. It did not get picked up for a reason, but it would have been a good show if we could have done it. That actually is a good idea. I wonder if I can get that for Patreon. Little shorts. Let's see if I fit in these ever again. Fucking bitch, reminding me I'm too fat for my own fucking... I mean, literally, it would... Do you know how much camel toe I would have in those pants? Let me pull them up again. Hold on. I just want to show you guys. By the way, I was watching a video of like how you can tell per screen. You can see how the AI people on YouTube can see how racy your content is and whether they would like demonetize or not. You can do it per frame. And literally me standing up, my face would say it's going to be racy, which, let's be real, probably these would make it racy. And then me standing up would definitely make it, just my body. But look. It doesn't even touch the side. Do you see that? You know when your thighs are muffin topping out of the bottom, that's some fucking trouble. You know what's so funny? My dad's like, you know, he's 79 or turning 79, so it's like his skin's all loose, and he was wearing his mask and it was like bubble. I'm like, I can't believe your face can have muffin top. It's so disgusting. Like, tuck in the fucking daddy. You need like Spanx to wear under your fucking mask, dude. But these are fucking small as shit. Who was I? Who was this? Who was this young boy? All right, there's more. My mom, by the way, thinks she's hilarious. This is like her dream that I'm doing this. A steam microderm sterile polyispirine powder-free surgical gloves. Thank you. Allergic to latex, though. I will not be putting these in my p***. Fuck. Mark down the time. Aloe Touch. It's just a lot of surgical gloves, which is nice of her. Petroleum jelly. My mom is trying to get me to do anal. Tons of surgical gloves. Oh, and she sent me this. Oh, this thing I made of my dead dog. Oh, Punky, my old dead dog. They were going to send me her ashes, but my dad wanted to keep them. Isn't that cute? I would have snorted them for you guys. That's a bonus on Patreon. I'll snort the fucking ashes of my own dog. My little Lhasa Apso, she was so cute. Punky was the fucking cutest dog. Oh my God, on the other side is their gross dog, Teddy. Teddy was the ugliest dog I've ever seen in my life. He got the mange. He started smelling bad and they just kept him. They kept him anyway. All right, so that's the unboxing of my mom's package. And this, I think, is just the glass for the thing. So we did all right, Mommy. I love that baby rattle. That helps me get my homework done. What else? I wanted to read some. You guys have sent me stuff that I haven't like acknowledged, and I'm sorry about that. But one of my fans they sent me this batarang months ago at the Comedy Store when I used to get weapons sent there. I'm gonna get a PO box too because I fucking love getting weapons from you guys, and I can't stop wanting that. But he sent me this batarang. Is that how you call it? Batarang. And I think, was there a note in here? I want to say your name. There's a note. You're holding the note. No, this is a note from another one. Okay, let's see. Let's read it. I haven't read this yet. Dear Annie, I hope you enjoyed the batarang instead of ninja stars, which I have gotten. I've gotten ninja stars since this. I figured it would give you fuel to talk and rant about. He. I'm a private investigator from Bristol, Tennessee. Are you fucking kidding me? I've had a private investigator. Dude, I'm calling you and we need to figure out. Johnny Pemberton, this comedian, and I have been trying to figure out what Johnny Depp's up to during the quarantine. I'm not kidding. I DM'd Shane Gillis and I was like, is he with you and Doug Stanhope in at the compound? Because he's friends with him. I was like, if I fucking track down where Johnny Depp is, boom. But then he also has just been posting things from his house. So I think he might just be at his house. But let's find out some stuff. Let's do some stuff with a private investigator. Investigators might sit in a car and pee in a cup for 10 to 16 hours a day. You basically live in a car, like me. My favorite is King and the Sting and Tiger Belly, but I'm an Insannie now. You crack me up and your nonsense and stories. Rude. Everything I say is very sensical. Anyway, have fun with the batarang and thank you for entertaining me on a boring day. You're the best and keep pushing. You're hilarious and quick-witted. Thank you so much. And that is why I've got to stop smoking weed, because I get very slow-witted. I mean, I was going to do a whole show on 420 about how lame weed is, and then I got so high that I never fucking did it. But weed is lame now that you can get it at the store. And I know a lot of states you can't, but it's like you're about to be. It's like... It's not cool. My friends, I have dead friends that were killed. I have a friend that was assassinated by the Russian mafia over fucking weed. All right. When you smoked weed then, that was fucking cool. Someone asked me too on one of the questions, they're like, have you ever been arrested? And I actually never got arrested, but twice I got handcuffed to a bench after getting caught shoplifting at Bloomingdale's by a black guy in a Hawaiian shirt that ended up being a undercover cop. And I realized if you see a black man in a Hawaiian shirt, that is an undercover cop. Black men do not wear Hawaiian shirts. Like, why did I not see it coming? And he handcuffed me and I was just like, and he didn't out himself as a cop. So I was like, oh my, I literally was like, am I getting kidnapped by a fucking weird, fun-loving black guy that wears like old white men's retired shirts? Like, unless it's a retirement party, it's either a cop, undercover cop, or it's a cop at his own retirement party. And then the other time was, I was smoking weed. How old were we? I must have been a freshman in high school, even though I went to high school for 2 years. I graduated early because when you take your teacher to court, they go, you can graduate. Congrats. I'm like, oh, go run along. Please leave. But also it wasn't a real school. They never gave us any rules or anything. So I graduated early. But anyway, I was somewhere in early high school and like we just were so dumb. My friend had a 3-foot bong, my friend Hadley, and we, instead of smoking it in his room, was it his house? Maybe it was someone else's house. Anyway, instead of smoking in his room, we took it into the alleyway to smoke. Now he already has a 3-foot bong. His parents don't give a fuck if we smoke it. Okay. But for some reason we went outside to do it, and we go outside into an alleyway. All of the neighbors are watching us drag this giant bong. A 3-foot bong is nothing but a 3-foot bong. It doesn't look like another thing. You can't be like, oh, it's a fucking vase for flowers, for giant long flowers. Like there's nothing else it can be. It doesn't look like another fucking thing. So we take it out there, and obviously the neighbors call the cops, and the cops came, and we were so high. I remember hiding behind the bong, like thinking that, whoops. Anyway, they didn't arrest us, but they said they were going to call our parents. They arrested one of my friends because he had weed on him. But I never got arrested from that. But I ended up telling my parents like a fucking idiot because I thought they were going to call them. They never did. They just scared me into fucking admitting to my parents that I smoked weed in an alley. And now I smoke weed with my parents. That's, I think, going to be my rule. I don't smoke weed anymore unless it's with my family. Will I ever smoke weed with my family again? It's so fun. My dad and I we'll go to like my brother's house, and everyone will go to sleep, and my dad and I'll just stay up smoking so much weed and laughing and crying. Then we'll go up into the kitchen, and we'll steal all the kids' snacks for lunch. We steal all of their goldfish. We'll eat all we'll cry. We'll just be laughing at how we just stole from children. We ate their food. I remember we were like buttering. My sister-in-law's dad makes bread. He bakes bread. So he makes this like delicious bread, and fucking we're eating the shit out of his bread, and we're dropping butter on the ground, just laughing, slipping on the butter. I mean, that is what I miss. I just want to smoke weed and laugh with my dad and eat all my niece's fucking snacks. Everyone was mad at us in the morning. It was so worth it. We laughed. My dad and I call ourselves Team Fun because we're always in trouble. We're always having fun first. And then Team Responsibility is everyone else who's mad at us constantly. But I had some good days with my dad. I graduated early. And then I had this year that I came back home after I broke my foot. I couldn't live with a broken foot. It's so funny. I had to move home. I am a fucking pussy, and I'm also like obsessed with my parents. But I moved back home with my parents for a little bit, and my dad had retired, and we just like lived the retired life together. We went to matinees. We went out to like diners and got early bird specials. It was the most fun I've ever had in my entire life. I miss it. Anyway, this is a note from Orlando that I never read. Orlando is the person he honestly is. He's bordering on one of my favorites for sure, because he sent me like these paperweights. These are legally paperweights. He sent me a whip. He sent me ninja stars. He sent me the nunchucks. Like he sent me good weapons. He sent me weapons that people want to buy off of me. They're so good. And I fucking love him for it. And he's just cool. He's a cool dude. So anyway, he wrote me this note and I never read it. He said, "Dear Annie, I'm a huge fan ever since the Race Wars days. Race Wars is a podcast that I used to do all the time with Sherrod Small. And now Karen Margolis is co-hosting, and it's really funny. You guys should listen to it. Anyway, I used to do that one in the glory days. It'd be so fun. Used to do it with Kurt Metzger too, but now we don't do anything together. I love your style of comedy. Thank you. Here are a few props I hope you enjoy. Please do not use them unless your life depends on it. I know you are on your way to success, and I'm glad I am able to help you when I can. Keep kicking ass. I will be rooting for you the whole way. Sorry, so sloppy. His handwriting's very psychotic. Forever your fan, Orlando." Thank you, Orlando. That's so sweet. That makes me feel so good. I'm glad I waited this long to read it. Now that comedy's dead. I was on my way to success, and now there is no success. Now it's just this. But I like it. I've been trying to like readjust. I want it because I was thinking about it. I was like, if there's no stand-up, like what is there, you know? What am I selling? And it's just me, so I better be as much me as possible. Listen, if you don't like what I'm doing, I get it. But thank you if you do. And this guy sent me this. I never showed this on here. Kevin made this for me. It's really cool. It's pretty cool. I posted he made a GIF of it too that I posted. That's pretty cool.
I was gonna say, I think I've seen that.
What's that?
I said I was gonna say I've seen that.
Yeah, I posted the thing he made. It was really cool. What was the thing I said I was gonna post? Oh, the picture of my mom cleaning up the. Okay, this is a fucked up story, but my friend just came back into my life. This is embarrassing, and all I can offer you is my disgusting, horrible stories, and hopefully you guys enjoy it, and it makes you feel less disgusting about your own disgusting lives. So I just got back in touch with my friend Rachel, who I haven't talked to in a long time, and I used to live in Santa Fe. She was my prospective student, which means she came to the College of Santa Fe to check it out to see if she wanted to go. And we just took her around. We took her to the hot springs. We got her any drugs she wanted. We got her any alcohol she wanted. We just let this girl party. We made sure she didn't go to any of the events. And then she ended up coming to the school. Because, college for us was just a hang. The fucking college went out of business. It's not like they were teaching us much stuff anyway. Maybe, whatever. I shouldn't talk shit on that. I like my teachers from college. But anyway, so she came back. She had moved out of Santa Fe. I was still living there. She came to visit me. She comes to visit me with her boyfriend at the time. And they at this time, I'm not outing who she is, so she can't get mad at me. They at this time were making money. This was before people were doing shit like this. They were making money fucking each other, and people would watch on Craigslist. And they were also peeing on each other and stuff for money. So, and that was unheard of at that time. Okay. This was this must have been 2005 or 2006. So that is before I knew about all this shit, at least. So I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh my God, you guys are fucking for people on Craigslist and making money. They were just traveling around in a van and doing this. So coincidentally, the time that they came to visit, it was 2004. The time that they came to visit was the same time I found out I had crabs. And I couldn't believe it so much. This is so horrific. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm telling you guys this story. Anyway, fuck. All right, I already started it. I gotta be brave. I flicked my crabs on her. I went, how the fuck are you guys prostituting yourselves and you don't have crabs and I do, and and it was very funny. Trust me, it was funny at the time. It's so disgusting now. I get how it is.
How exactly do you do that?
I don't think I was actually flicking them on her, but I was pretending at least to pick them and flick them. Because it's head lice on your fucking pubes. Right. Getting crabs was it's when I decided I wanted to do comedy, because rather than any hurt feelings or being real, I was mad at the guy that gave me crabs because it meant he fucking cheated on me. Which he just didn't need to do that. He was in town working on a movie. They shot the movie, The Longest Yard in Santa Fe, that Adam Sandler remake. And so I had a crew boyfriend. They were there for 3 months. So he was just who I was dating for 3 months until he went back. But it was just don't fuck someone else for 3 months. Jesus Christ. You gave me fucking crabs. But I thought it was so hilarious that I realized I should be a comedian. Whenever I do radio before I go do a weekend or something.
About flicking crabs on people?
Not the flicking, but the fact that it was so funny. Everyone from my college is you had crabs, we remember, blah, 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 blah. Because I just told everyone, it's so funny. What am I going to just keep it to myself? That's horrific. If you share it with everyone in a funny manner, at least we get some laughs out of it. It's not just me having fucking pube lice. It's disgusting. This is back when pubes were in. Now, I bet you know what? I'm making a fucking statement right now. I think crabs are going to come back. Because I think pubes are coming back. I think the bush is coming back. People are in quarantine, but I don't know. These girls have to shave their pussies for their new jobs as OnlyFans. Anthony and I were talking about OnlyFans. We have differing opinions on OnlyFans. He thinks it's fine. He said that I think it's weird to go, give me $20, I'll show you my pussy. But he was like, it's better that they're doing it on the internet and not in real life. I disagree. I think it's way better to see someone and go, hey, if you give me $20, I'll show you my pussy. And then it's just disappears. It happened and then it's gone. And then they can use their imagination for the rest of their lives. The fact that it's there for them online, hanging there forever, it should be worth more than $20. $20? How do you put a price on your pussy like that? And it's $20? And those are the high-end ones.
It is true. Most of them are $5-6.
Listen.
for a lot of pictures.
Listen, I told you I will show you guys my feet for $1 million. And it doesn't have to be quarters anymore because I know it's the quarantine. And listen, I made a tier on my Patreon for the foot people. If you're serious about it, so am I. Join the tier. There's some things I want to sell. Some, you know, only if you guys can afford it. There's some items I think you might want to buy from me, okay? During the quarantine times. I got a couple over here. I'm selling my bucket from when I did ayahuasca. I puked and shit in this, guys. And I saw Brody Stevens as a bird and I vomited him out and he flew away. I saw my recently suicided friend. My throat gave birth to him. It was an egg. And then it flew from my mouth and I puked that out into here. As I puked, this very genuine, hasn't been washed, filthy. This could be yours. Okay? For the low price, quarantine price of $10,000. It's a steal. It's a steal. All right? We didn't have any takers on this last one. We had some people's interest, but we didn't get any real takers on these. Hold on. These are a pair of genuine Annie Letterman worn shoelaceless shoes. Now, I don't know a person that wouldn't want these. I know that, listen, I'm ready to fucking, you guys fight over this, okay? Where's my gavel? I have a gavel somewhere, but we'll do the bidding, okay? We're going to do a live stream auction of all this stuff. Now, these starting price of, I'm going to go $6,000 a piece. If you want them both, you can get them for $10,000 a pair. But I cannot, this is my lowest quarantine price. And I'm trying to be nice to you guys. But they're good. They were worn on Spade. They smell like, they smell like no socks. Oh, on a warm day, they smell like, it's almost like a blue cheese smell. Oh my goodness, you guys. If you want me to wear them without socks and run around the thing, it's an extra $10,000. All right. This is good. You guys, very lucky low prices. Hold on, there's more. All right. I just found these bad boys. All right. These are my underwear from college. These are my panties from college, guys. Okay? From when I was in the King dorms, College of Santa Fe. Freshman year. It's got a little ramen stain on it. It's good. I want them to still be worn. I really wish they were. I wish there were some snail trails in there for you, but you know what happens in college. You go home, your mom does your fucking laundry. She cleaned them. So they are clean. I can maybe sneeze in them if you'd like, but lucky you. All right. These, I'm going to go a little cheaper. I'll give you these for $3,000. Okay. I'm going to get emails from you guys going, are you serious? Were you serious about that? Here's my serious offer. $3,000. Or best offer. We'll go OBO. We'll go OBO on these, okay? All right. What else do we have? Oh, this is a good one. You guys are so lucky. My yoni egg. Now, guys, this has kept my vag so tight. You put it up there, you do your Kegels, it keeps it nice and tight. And ladies, I think this one's for you. I don't think that it's previously worn, but it's pretty good. And you can put it in deflated and inflate it up while it's in there. But this one doesn't fit anymore, so I'm giving it to you. I need a bigger one. Did I say I lost my vibrator? Mm-hmm. It's essential.
Which I don't know how you can do that.
I have no clue where it is. My ADD is rampant. And the problem with ADD, when you also smoke weed, is you give yourself early onset Alzheimer's. So I'm talking like it could be in the microwave. It could be in the freezer. It's somewhere weird. It's not in the drawer I leave it. It's not under the bed. It's not in my drawers. It's nowhere.
How hard did you look for it? Like,
I
did
grazed.
you like move stuff around?
I grazed, but listen, I need a break. I need a break. The fact that I feel that my vibrator is so essential means I need a break from it. You know what I mean? It should be just extra for fun.
We are at an hour 15.
All right. What else? Is there anything else I want to sell you guys? I just feel like you guys are in need of some good stuff. And, you know, the yoni egg it's a steal. I can wash it if you want, but it has a light scent of open faced tuna sandwich in the sun. You guys love those. Anyway, I guess I should read some questions real quick. We'll do a long one because they haven't heard it in a while. And listen, guys, if this is fucking you know it's nonsense. You know this is nonsense. Sometimes I feel guilty. But I think there's a couple things I want to come back. And I think the 3 things that are going to come back are shaming of all kinds. I think when we come out of this, people are going to be shaming each other again. And I think it's good. Shaming's healthy. How do you know what's going on? If fat shaming was a thing you weren't allowed to do when I was a kid, I would have had no relationship with my dad. He would have never talked to me. He used to, as a joke, call me Rexic, Annie Rexic. And my mom would be like, don't say that. She's going to get anorexic. And he would laugh in her face. And he goes, she will never be anorexic. That is why I'm calling her this. He was pretty, I can't stop eating. And another thing that's going to come back, I think effort. I think everyone was in this, like, we want low effort things. I had a boyfriend of mine used to work for Disney, and they had an expert come in to tell them what, like, the younger target audience was into. And the younger target audience likes to look at things that they could do themselves. That's why TikTok's big, right? Because it's easy. Anyone can do it. They want to see content that they could create themselves. They don't want to see anything that seems like something like, you know, if you put a lot of effort into something, they're like, I can't do that. But I think that's over because now everything's lo-fi and it's boring. You want some highly produced things again, right? Or do you think that everything's just going to become like, there's no celebrities, there's just like people with Patreons and you can just pick your people?
I think there'll always be celebrities. I think it just might change mediums. Like it might just be someone on Instagram that's like the most famous. I mean, basically is that way anyway, right?
But it's so weird because how disgusting does it look now to see?
Definitely weird.
It's gross to see celebrities now.
Yeah.
It's gross. They're like, we're in it together. It's like, what are you talking about? You're so rich. You're like at your pool. Mm-hmm. And I'm not I'm seriously not complaining, like whatever. It's not a big deal, but it's just a weird thing to be like, we're in it together. It's like your life is exactly the same. Right? Like they couldn't go out really. Remember what a big deal it would be in magazines? They'd be like, celebs are just like us. They got their own toilet paper. Mm-hmm. It's like they never were like, it was so rare to see a celebrity actually go get their own shit anyway. Yeah. It's like fucking, do you know what TaskRabbit is? It's us pretending to be celebrities. It's us paying $5 for someone to get our stuff so we can pretend to be celebs. Pretty much. But I just feel like I'm so annoyed with the like growing the hair. Like we're solidarity. It's like, look pretty. That's like the only reason it's okay that you have more money than us. It's that you have to put all this upkeep. You know, when the celebrity's like, well, I'm doing a makeupless selfie. I'm so brave. It's like, who's it brave for? Me? I got to look at that shit. I want you to be hot. I want you to be hot. Like, I don't want to see a movie with people that look like everyone I know. I'm friends with celebrities too, so. They don't call me as much now. But it is like it's like a kind of gross thing now where you're like, ugh. All right, I'm going into questions. We're going to go to my patrons first. Sorry, I don't even know how to say the things. Because you guys take priority. Thank you so much. All right, the questions are, would you rather crap yourself once a year in public or every day in private? I love shitting myself in public. If guaranteed great story. There's never been a time where you've shit yourself in public and there isn't a great story. I would love, it's my dream to shit myself in public. I try. Most of the time I'm in public, you can see me squeezing. Orlando, and that was from Annie. I like Annie. Annie's cool. One of my fans, my patrons. She's very cool. Okay. Orlando said, how often do you beat your gimp/slave? Also, by the way, the slave it's a character introduced now you can see it in the unreleased David Spade sketch. They wanted me to do a sketch for Lights Out about like a Cribs episode of my quarantine thing. And I made this whole thing and they didn't want it. But I thought it was really funny. So you can check that out on my Treon. How often do I beat my slave? It's like not enough, honestly. I feel like he's enjoying his stay and that's fucking infuriating. It's like not a slave. He enjoys the beatings. Maybe I'll do a whipping video. You're right. He should get some lashings on TV, on internet TV. Then Annie asked, should Rent be canceled because of the corona? I think it 100% Rent should be canceled. They should be canceling up. Like it should be just like bail out the fucking banks so that people don't have to pay their mortgages. So people don't have to pay rent. Obviously, like what are people going to do? Mm-hmm. It's crazy. What are people going to do? OnlyFans? It's so funny how free dick is and how you have to pay for pussy. But again, I'm going to start my OnlyMans where you guys have to pay $20 for me to look at your nudes. Okay? We're starting that up. Comment below if you would do it. All right, we'll do a couple of these Instagram questions, then we'll get the fuck out of here. Anthony's so bored. I can't believe Anthony has nothing to do in his life, and I'm the first person he's seeing in 20 years, and he's still bored. That's why I need him here. It's so hard to do without him because I need his judgment. Feels so good. I never know how to find that. Okay. Bidet or not to bidet? Bidet, duh. You're killing it. Bless. Thank you. I didn't know I was killing it. I feel like I've been took some time off to find myself. Who am I and what do I want you guys to see? I just tell you everything. It's so fucking disgusting. I just told you about the flicking of the crabs. I'm so sorry. If you want to unfollow me, I get it. It's disgusting. Flat Earth or round Earth? Flat Earth or round Earth? Round Earth. Sorry, these questions aren't good. What's a good memory you always return to and why? I always think my favorite memory, I always will rewatch the scene when the cameras caught Fabio getting hit in the face by the bird. That's like my favorite thing that's ever happened on fucking Earth. What if that's when Corona first started?
I found out about that from you.
It's the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. I can't stop talking about it. Also, when Michael Jackson, this was funnier when he was alive, but when Michael Jackson hung his baby over the railing, it wasn't that he hung the baby over. It was that the baby's foot got stuck. It got stuck and it kind of smacked around. That moment, ooh, I'm literally getting chills, was the funniest thing. I liked when Mel Gibson got caught doing the racial slurs and stuff. It's so funny. Celebrities getting in trouble. That's why I don't think it should cancel them anymore. That's the best part of celebrities is when you see them like not in the thing they do, which is the acting or whatever they are. And then you see them in their regular life just being so crazy. It's a joy. I'm going to start doing a not Twitch. I am going to do a Twitch where I play Grand Theft Auto and listen to my radio station. And
I saw something about like it was a long time ago of you playing with Dan Soder.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Anthony, you are an Insannie.
No,
oh, my God. Anthony, you're a stalker Insannie. That's so funny.
On something. I don't remember what the hell I was looking
at. I'm nervous. I need my weapons. Yeah.
No, but I was like, what is it? I think I was looking up. I honestly don't remember what I was looking up, but I just saw something that said like,
oh my God,
it said,
you
like,
love
Dan
me.
Soder
You're in love with me.
Dan Soder plays like GTA with, and then I just saw Annie, and I was like, is it Annie?
Oh my God, he's gonna pretend he was Googling Dan Soder, but he was Googling me. Oh my God, do you have any Google alerts to my name? He's obsessed with me. Oh my God, Anthony wants to fuck. Holy shit, did you bring condoms? Does Anthony have condoms on him? Oh my God. Just kidding. Who would bring condoms to bang me? Just kidding, you guys. It's disgusting. That's how you get crabs. Anyway.
But anyway,
I did play that, and I'm gonna do a Twitch where I do that. But I played with Laszlo. I'm so bad at it. But I played. I saw actually Laszlo was the first person I saw, or the last person I saw before the shutdown. He came to the Comedy Store the last night I performed, and we hung out. And it's like fucking. He was like, "What's going on?" And I was supposed to do someone's podcast. They were in town, and they were in a hotel, and they were like, "Come to my hotel and do the podcast the next day." And I was like, "No." That was my last day going out. I was like, "Nope, I'm not going into your hotel room." Fuck that. It was Louis. Just kidding. I would go into Louis' hotel room. Do you know how funny that would be if he did that again? I fucking love him, dude. Louis' great. He sent me a bonus. I fucking love Louis C.K. I love him. I've been on Team Louis the whole time. I love him. Someone unfollowed me. Some girl unfollowed me. And I want to say to my girl followers, like, come on. Come on now. Why would you unfollow me over that I opened for him? He's a great comic. His special was so funny. It was so good. Rewatching it, it just reminded me why I got into stand-up. And that's kind of why it's easy to take this break from stand-up, because really the break right now is the attention, right? And if you're in comedy just for the attention, which I think most of us are, and I guess everyone is, that's like the gross part. Like I was chasing like fame and fortune, which, I mean, I guess I still, I don't know what I'm doing, but that's the gross part. It's like not the real thing. I would watch some successful comedians that like were killing, and I would like not know why it was fun. Like I'd be like, why is that funny? You know? And then I would watch Louis, and I'm like, oh my God, that's so fucking brilliant and so funny. And it makes you think about things that are uncomfortable, make them funny. And it makes me excited to like write some kind of deeper jokes, funnier jokes, and like test it more and stuff. It was so good. And the fact that he released it the way he released it, he didn't force it on anyone. He didn't over promote it. He just was like, if you want this, come get it. So that's why it's like everyone's stupid hacky tweet where they're like, of course he released it when we're all trapped in a room. Come on. Everyone's fine. Everyone's okay. Nobody cares about the girl victims. No one's like, we got to get those girls a show. Nobody cares about it. You're projecting your anger towards another man onto this person. It's just a guy who masturbated in front of a couple women. No, but I think, honestly, whatever you think about it, the truth is it's been a while, and you got to forgive, or you got to just move on. So, is how I take it. But regardless of any of the stuff that happens off stage or any of my opinions on those things, I really, really liked the special, and I think most of you guys would like it. And he's funny, and it was like really fun to work with him. And he gave me a bonus. That's so nice. All right. Any more questions? Let me just do a couple more, because I did the shortest episode last time. But my favorite memory in my life, if I'm being serious, is I love when I surprised my nieces. I always think about that. It's like my heaven. I used to like, for their birthdays, I would just like hide in a box. I've posted all the videos. I'll post them on my Instagram for the Meanspiration, @Meanspiration pod. I mean, it's just, I just love them so much. They're just such pure sunshine to me. And I love them. Okay, question. Why has Comedy Central been sucking hairy balls lately? Is it because they got PC cancer? It's weird they canceled Spade, because I thought Spade was so good, but who knows what they're doing? I mean, TV's dying. They're grasping for straws. They're still doing South Park, which is the only thing that's kind of grandfathered into not being PC, that and It's Always Sunny. So I don't know. I think all TV kind of sucks. What's a humorous way to deal with people at work who feel like they have power over you? I would like maybe get to photoshopping, and I'll do some Photoshop tutorials on my Patreon. It's so easy. Photoshop like dicks on their face. Photoshop them with like dick cheeks, or Photoshop them like bowing down to you. Photoshop them worshiping you. And then you just have that image. Would be a good thing. Someone asked me if my landlord got COVID. We can only hope. What a fucking idiot. I wrote him I needed to help with something in the building. And he's like, if you haven't noticed, I don't live there anymore. I went, oh, good. Now you can sexually harass the people at your new place. Fuck you. And I'll never talk to him again. Block. Okay. Girl saying she loves. That's right, Amanda. Thank you for loving my things clanking. Second, okay, she asked, is it hard to find inspiration or new material in these COVID times? It's just hard to do it's hard to write stand-up because you need the interaction of the crowd. Like they tell you what's funny and stuff. So that's a little bit hard, but I think I'm just dealing with myself. It's cool. It's like good changes. I've been having a lot of fun on this. This is a break I never would have taken. It's like you have to be like an obsessive psycho to do comedy. And I never took a break. Even when I thought I was taking a break, I wasn't taking a break. But it is like, it's hard to find inspiration because I think, you got to like go out and see new things to talk about. And it's hard when you're just seeing the same stuff, but we can do it. It's just a little challenging. It's not that hard. I don't know why comedy has to die. We just have to revamp it. That's why I've been taking time. I want to figure out what to do. I want to make sure it's funny and entertaining. How high are you right now? I'm not high right now, but I feel burnt from the edibles I ate last night. And honestly, I fucking want to stop smoking weed. I'm a fucking slave to it. But it just makes me avoid stuff and be less sharp and funny. Do I ever get nervous? I get nervous a lot. I always get nervous. I think that's one of the things I miss about doing stand-up is like just that like panic before you go on. I'm nervous right now. How are you managing your mustache? Mine is hairy and the threaders are not working. Yeah, I know. You can't thread your own fucking thing. You can take dental floss and try to thread your own mustache, but it won't happen. I pluck the shit out of my mustache. All day long, I'm plucking my mustache, dude. I'm about to be bald by the end of this. I pluck. Sometimes the slave plucks my body hairs too. It's a weird situation I got going here, guys, but let's just pray that I have eyebrows by the end of this because I want to pluck them all off. It's so satisfying to pluck a hair, but yeah, I just been plucking, waxing and plucking like an OG. Anyway, I guess that's it. That wasn't a really funny thing to end on, but if you guys have any tips on where Johnny Depp is, let me know. Check out the Patreon. It's just my name, Annie Letterman. Let me know. Give me suggestions of things you like and what you want to see and stuff. But I'm going to be doing some readings. I'm going to be doing some ASMRs. I'm going to be doing a lot of fun stuff. I've been having a great time on there so far and just working out the kinks. So, all right, guys. Missed you. Thanks for watching. Peace.